George Boston Rhymes, the voice of the people. I'm talking about the people who've been locked out and practically shut up. I'm in the city of Meigs, Georgia, in Thomas County. This is the county that I was born in, strange enough, but you all know my videos are going around the world, Canada, Germany, and other places. And I have almost 500,000 views. And so I have a sister here. Where are you from, sister?
I'm from Macon, Georgia, but I was born here in Meigs, Georgia.
You were born here, man. And what's your name?
Christine House.
Christine, when you come a little close, my question to you is this morning, what do you know about her? What have you heard about this place? And what do you know about Linda, the mayor? Tell us tell me what you think about her as an individual.
Well, me, myself, personally, being born here, I've seen some of the struggles here in Meigs, Georgia, but I have seen a lot of people that have tried to do stuff here, but every time people try to do stuff here, they're always knocked down. But when people get back up to try and turn things around, they're knocked down again. But as for Linda, she's always been one of the citizens in this community that's always tried to do things with the kids, whether it's education, whether it's taking them to football games, basketball games, getting the young girls in cheerleading, or whatever. She's always tried to have something going for the youth here in this community. And I just think that it's a shame that when a person gets in a position and then that they have won that position rightfully, you know, and once they get into their power, that power is taken away from them by people who just feel threatened by that person. I don't think that she's a threat here. I think that she's just a person that wants to help build the community up. But she can't do it if the, well, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's the people, I think it's the council. And my thing is now, you know, I'm in Macon, Georgia, and I can look on the internet, and I'm seeing where there are people here in Meigs, you know, that they want her here. People are protesting to get her where she's supposed to be, including the police chief trying to get him back in his seat. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But I've always known Linda as a good-hearted Christian person. I don't care what faults they say that she may have had in the past. Her past is her past. Everybody deserves a chance. People don't have to stay back where they were. You know, just give a woman, you know, her chance to do what it is that she wanted to get in the mayor's seat for. She can't do it if everybody is pulling her down.
So do you think that do you think that the citizens, by them speaking out and protesting, do you think that that possibly could draw attention to the real root cause of the problem?
You know, my hope is that with them protesting, more will come and join. That's support. The protesting alone is support. And I'm hoping that, you know, I don't have to look on TV and just see 10 or 11 people protesting, that I can see 100 people protesting by the end of the week. You know, that is what I'm hoping will happen, because if there's 100 people, I don't care if it's 20 more, as long as they're adding every week. If they're adding, you know, that's showing, you know, support for her and support for this town. This community is so divided, and right now all they need is just a pull together. This whole city just needs prayer, period. And this thing about the roots, you know, I'm trying to figure out, how do you tell someone that there's a lot of evil spirits in the police department, and when they try to do something to get rid of the evil spirits, then you're thinking they're throwing voodoo on you. Roots are spoken in the Bible. And I don't think what she was doing, it was any harm. The statement that I heard from her, when she said that she was putting the black salt to ward off evil spirits, she didn't say no one in the police department had an evil spirit on them. She said the spirits that were in there. And I understand what she was saying.
Well, even at that, me being a study of history, even if she was and believed in witchcraft, if she was a Muslim, if she was a Jew, or in Judaism, or if she believed in Hindu, under our form of government, what I'm taught is that, is it not true that she can have any religion that she wants? Isn't this why our sons, daughters, mothers put themselves in harm's way on foreign battlefields to fight for foreign nations for that right of freedom of religion? Then why would you think they would thrust that out in the newspapers and television stations around the state, or rather around South Georgia?
You know, and your statement is so correct, because there are people right now, they're wearing rabbit feet. That's some kind of form of religion. You know, that's their belief. They believe that that rabbit foot is their lucky charm. That's a form of root. You have people taking the 23rd Psalm into the courthouses with them. That's a form of root. And if they want to consider that being a part of root, yes, that is coming from the Bible. that is what these people believe in. The Lord is my shepherd. I believe in that. So if I'm in trouble, I'm going to take that with me too. If she feel that black salt is going to ward off some kind of evil spirit or evil presence that's around her, then so be it. That is her belief.
Now, one other thing. Black salt, is it not on the market?
It's on
Can't
the
you
market.
buy black salt?
It's on the market.
Okay, if you can buy black salt, and if you want to take it and put it under your car tire or get on an airplane and pour it out, isn't that your right?
That's your right.
So why the big thing about roots? And let me say one other thing, whether you know or not. Do you know that in Africa, originally, when we came from Africa, that voodoo was a part of our religion, and it was not looked as being evil. It was only after white America found out that they was afraid of it because it was working, and it was making it possible for blacks to survive under that system of that type of religion. And even in Africa, they still use it at certain levels. So regardless of what somebody want to say, it's all about what? Political power?
Yes, and I'm not being a racial skeptic or anything like that. Anytime you find another race opposed to the black race, when you see a black man or black woman coming into power, that is the problem with a lot of this stuff now when it is dealing with voodoo or roots or anything. Yes, including our white neighbors, our Spanish neighbors, our Latin American neighbors. We all believe in certain religions, whether it's voodoo, hoodoo, it's a lot of them out there. I can't call them all, but we believe. And we just have our own thing that we believe in. I have mine. I believe in it. Yes, I believe in the Bible. And I believe if I'm in trouble, if I'm heartbroken, if I'm saddened or anything, I can go back to those roots in the Bible, and I can use those roots in the Bible to come out of the things that I want to come out of. And I just say kudos to her. That's my thing. That's all I got to say.
Thank you very much. Once again, what's your name before you go? What's your name once again?
My name's Christine House.
And you out of Macon?
Formerly Christine Jackson.
You're right.
Out of Macon, Georgia, but I am originally from right here in Meigs.
And let me add this before you leave. You know, I've been saying it on all these clips. It's amazing how the black woman have, and I'm sorry, I'm a man, so I'm belittling myself as well. But it's always you sisters that's standing up. I want to commend you for what you're doing.
Well, thank you so much.
And get your boyfriend and your husband and all these people to step up like y'all women are doing, okay?
Yes.
Thank you so much, my beautiful
You're
sister.
welcome.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Everybody calls me Medlock. All you got to say is Medlock. Everybody knows who calls me. But I want to say to each and every one of y'all, if we don't stand for some, we'll fall for anything. And I'm going to tell you something. The council members, to me, the way they carrying on, they worse than Jesse James and Frank James. Y'all and they don't want to talk to us because one thing about it, you can't make a deal with the devil.
Exactly. That's right.
They don't want to have nothing we got to say. Them ain't nothing but snakes. And I'm going to tell y'all a joke about what happened one time. This man was in the forest. Snakes part, and special rattlesnakes. And the forest caught a fire. And this man took this rattlesnake on the other side of the road. When he got him over there, he bit him. He said, "Why did you bit me?" He said, "Did you know I was a damn snake before we took this round?" I'm gonna say this. This Marshall, we need to get her up out of here.
Exactly.
She don't even live here. She just done took over. Yes. And I guess her sisters, they done went for white. Yeah. So they down with her. They down with her. But I want to say this. They fired Blue because that's what they want to do. He done did the job all these years. But we need to do something about what's going on. And I don't mean no harm. And since I never seen so many cars been pulled on a run overnight. I mean, I see 7 and 8 cars. Why is they pulling out these? I mean, If the city broke, yeah.
My mother is Laura Clark. She's one of the oldest community citizens here. Now, we want Blue. We want our chief. And we voted for Linda. That's who we want. We can't do anything individually about what's going on. Let's not Facebook, but let's face up. Let us come together in unity, not Facebook, but unity. A man is never strong by cursing with his gun or talking a bunch of stuff, but we can be strong by educating ourselves. Education is the best weapon that we can have, Meigs, and this is what we need to do. Come together in unity, stand together, not Facebooking, but coming, standing face right here in front of that place, and standing and letting them know what we mean, because it's wrong. What they're doing is wrong. It's all about not the power of love anymore, but it's the love of power. You know, Satan was kicked out of heaven because of the love of power. And we need unity. We're raising young children in this community. What are we thinking about? We got to prepare a place for them, like the older people prepared for us. Let us come together in unity, not bickering, not cursing, not on Facebook, not slandering, but in unity, with love in your hearts, please. We got to have love.
Yes.
My name is George Boston Rhymes, and I'm not from here. However, I have an interest in here. I served 21 years in the United States Armed Forces, and I retired. And I want to thank all the police officers with the right mindset. I don't care where you go and what you do, everybody's not ALL all bad. Okay. I also want to add that, Meigs, to the people, don't you ever think that you're in a situation by yourself. I have over 500,000 views on YouTube under Boston G.B.R. And I still have small towns in Georgia calling me to cover their stories about mayors who are locked out of the system because of something that we can't put our hands on. And I'm waiting for the Secretary of State, not Secretary of State, but the Attorney General to do something about it. I serve this nation to protect. Your relative died in Vietnam. To protect these rights and protect the people that are elected by the voices and voters of the people. Now, I want to leave 3 points. I want to say them earlier. I'm going to be brief, but I want to be right and exact because I don't like playing games. When I was a child, I played games. I don't play games no more because I don't have to. Number one, they have a right to fire you in the state of Georgia under what she mentioned, the at-will to work law. They fired me. They can fire you with that law that our legislature that we voted in the office, put in the office, and it's still there. We won about 17 to 23 states. They can fire you for good cause, bad cause, or for no cause at all. And we the people sit back and let them get away with it. So don't blame your legislator, blame yourselves. You can't fight it though. Number two, where are the white citizens, and why aren't they at this meeting? We have a few. Now let me tell you before you start getting negative on me, let me tell you what I mean. When I went and served during the Vietnam era, the blacks, the whites, the Japanese Americans, we all came together. That's right. On the issue. I was there too. That's right. So let us come together on what is right. You see, they want to keep us fighting black and white. It ain't no black and white. To tell you the truth, it's right and wrong. And I'm going to close on this note. I could preach if you want, give me a time, but I ain't here to preach. But I will say that a white European bishop or equivalent thereof in the Bible said, "For we fight not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities of power and spiritual wickedness in high places." He never said nothing about skin color. So you will find a black police officer that will charge you when you haven't violated the law, just like you will a German or anybody else if their heart ain't right. My last point, Madam Mayor, you in my tub now. You under a criminal trespass, right? Yes. You're looking at a retired military veteran. I'm under a 300-day criminal trespass warning by the Lowndes County Sheriff Prime. I can't go on no Lowndes County High School property. I'm banned from any football game in Lowndes County, and I haven't violated any law. I'm an upright man. You can't find nothing in my path but right and righteousness. Yes. So ask me, why did they do it? Because we are losing this republic, that's why. It ain't no black man, ain't no white man, ain't no Jew man, it ain't no German man. We all are losing these rights because we stuck on this thing that God gave us called darker skin pigmentation or white skin. While the wicked walk away and do all of us. White children need the same thing my children need. They want to be loved. They want an education. They want a law enforcement that's going to be equal. They want a criminal justice system that's going to punish them if they break the law and going to make sure that they are found not guilty. All of us want that. So now this criminal trespass warning, look, I went to the sheriff. You know what he told me? He didn't know nothing about it. This criminal trespass warning. I went to West Taylor, Lowndes County School Superintendent. He said he didn't do it. I went to the probate court. They said they didn't know nothing about it. And if they did, it told you it's illegal. I went to the Superior Court. I went to the District Attorney David Miller's office. I even went up to the post office, to the federal courts. And they asked me, how did they do this to you? The same way they did it to your mayor. I'm going to have my day in court. And by God's will, I'm going to win. Why am I going to win? Right. Because somewhere it's written, I have never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed beg bread. And I'm going to stand up for what is right until I'm dead. I fought for white folk. I have helped white people in the Lowndes County Jail. I have helped black people, Latinos, and this is what I do. If y'all go to Boston G.B.R, you'll see what I do. Then you'll see why they banned me. Because they don't want the truth to be told, because they understand Jesus. And what did Jesus say? Truth is the only thing that's going to set you free. Not all this shouting and playing a game in church that we hear. Truth. I'm sorry, y'all.
Thank y'all for coming out and supporting the city of Meigs, not just me and Blue, but the city of Meigs in general. We got to do this.
This is the Ghetto Free Press. I'm in Meigs, Georgia. This has been one of the best meetings that I've seen. If anybody want to be interviewed, I will take an interview from anybody. But the truth must be told. And I thank God for this day. Press. I'm on East Marshall Street. You have heard an individual here in Meigs to talk about something with somebody. What would you talk about at council meeting? Then show us what you're talking about. What you say at council meeting?
This is private property. It's a church, one of the councils. This rock here is been paid for by the city of Meigs, and we can't go on private property. I work for the city of Meigs, which I was dismissed, and this rock is very expensive. Been poured on private property. Here's the drain where it should have been poured, but they didn't pour it on the hole that it should have been in. This is a washout. It's not a washout, it's private property. Should have never gone there. And this is something that I feel like is bribery. I feel like they've done this to vote against my sister, which is the mayor.
And what's her name again?
Linda Harris is the mayor. And this is something that we can't do. Can't go on private property.
Well, this is not the city manager's church, is it?
This is one of the council members.
Oh, this is a council member church.
Member.
And is that the name of the church right there I'm looking at? Is that the name of the church?
Yes, Church Unusual.
So you think that may be a conflict of interest? It may make people act a certain way and vote a certain
Very
way?
much so. Very much so. And she told Madam Mayor that if the council vote one way, then she's going to have to vote that way also.
All right, and what's your name again, my brother?
My name is Calvin Eason, and I work for the city of Meigs, but I was terminated by Marsha DeMoga, which now is the city manager / whatever she called herself to be.
All right, thank you very much. And you say this is pretty near, what company did this come from?
Scrubs Construction.
Scrubs Construction, okay. Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you. What's his name?
His name is Willie McNeil. This is Church Cairo's parking lot. This goes into this church, and this is a private property also.
I can't stand on private property.
Right.
Okay.
This is private property, and this is something that, like I said, we can't do this. It was all paid for by the city.
You mean this was paid for by the city? This
was paid for by the city. The rock was paid for by the city of Meigs, as well as the other rock placed on private property. We as employees not supposed to go on private property, and especially putting the equipment on private property just in case there's something that's been damaged, then the city would be
liable. Yeah.
This is Church Cairo, and he was a city council, but being the corruption that was going on, he resigned, which was the right thing to do as a minister.
Okay.
Just like I said, the previous minister that you just filmed her church, she's still on the council.
Okay.
And a lot of bribery going on. He has nothing to do with it, but just stating this is something that goes on.
Okay, so there's a great possibility, as one citizen said, that the ultimate goal probably to finish paving all of it like this. What you say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing too, when I was down there, I don't know if you noticed or not, but some members, they may be having church or something, but they was also recording us. You saw that, right?
No, I didn't.
No, they recorded us. So I just want to be on. Yeah, they was recording us, and I told them that it's okay to record us because all we doing is reporting the truth for anybody to come out here and see. So we have nothing to hide. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Look at my beautiful brother. Take care of yourself. I'm on my way. It's on you, brother. What's up? Peace.
Here we are again. It's more taxpayers' money being dispersed on private property, which we don't supposed to be putting gravel on private property, spending the city and the taxpayers' money. This gravel got two churches that we was talking on earlier, last month or this month. But this is something that the city can't do, and this is what I call bribery. The guy that owns this he's very prejudiced.
When you say prejudice, what you mean?
He's prejudiced, and the only thing he wants is the blacks to live in his place and collect the money. He don't care about them, and he don't care how this place has been on caretaker. But this gravel here is some of the same gravel that the city paid for the churches.
Okay.
And all of this is bribery.
Okay. Thank you very much. What's your name again, brother?
Calvin Eason.
Thank you, brother, man.
Okay, thank you.
Once again, I was up there at the what's supposed to be a city council meeting, and the brother, the white individual, what's his name? The brother told, what's his name? The white guy?
Jimmy Layton.
He referred me down here.
Used to be the chief.
Yeah, what's your name, my brother?
It was Jenkins.
We're still in Meigs, and of course, this is the Ghetto Free Press. What do you know about what's going on here in Meigs? Do you think it's right what we hear? All we hear in the newspaper and television in South Georgia, in the Lowndes County and Brooks County area, that she got voodoo and put black salt around the place, that she's a bad person. What say you about the mayor as far as you know?
That's not true.
Okay.
I think she told me. She told me, she's my first cousin. She told me that the city manager and then another girl she hired brought it to her attention that to spread the black salt and the lotion. What's her name? Renee told her to put the lotion on her to keep no, don't touch nothing if the voodoo working. She was following their lead. The whole thing, I know my cousin all life, and I don't think she believed in no voodoo. She a Christian, she a good person. No.
So you say that particular stuff with the voodoo and the salt came as her seeking protection from the people she worked with then?
Right.
Okay, so it ain't that she was doing nothing to nobody else.
Right.
It's that she's worried about her own concerns.
What I'm saying is, for the black salt and the lotion,
right,
they brought it to her attention.
Right.
She hired them and they brought it to her attention, and she just followed their lead.
Okay. And you say they were who now?
The city manager. And
city clerk.
The city manager and the city clerk.
Oh, they brought that to her attention.
Right.
So it ain't about her then.
Right.
Well, once again, anything else you want to say, my beauty? That's heavy right there, because all we hear, the major focus is that she ain't really. Well, they feel it. They seem like as though she's a voodoo person, and if she was a voodoo person, under our type of government, she got a right to practice any religion she want anyway. Right. But she ain't even about that. So I'm glad I came over here. I got a call yesterday afternoon, and somebody saw my stuff on YouTube, and they said, "Will you come over here?" And that's why I'm over here. Right. And I'm very glad I came, and I thank you for being a black man. Most black men don't even want to talk on camera. So I want to commend you for your courage. Go ahead, my brother.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
The last mayor we had.
Yes, sir.
You had a strong mayor, weak council.
Okay.
The council member, when you go up there, like they couldn't even speak.
Oh.
Like the last mayor, like they took the tongue out of the mouth.
Oh my God.
But now we got a strong council and a weak mayor. Okay. For what reason, I don't know. We voted her in there. We voted her in there. So I feel like let her do her job. Okay.
When you say a weak mayor, why you say a weak mayor?
Because the city manager handling everything.
I got you. So it seems like that she is weak, but really it's the city manager that's taking the power.
Exactly.
Other words, the old mayor had some power and some teeth.
Right.
And okay, I see. And so now this mayor here is not allowed to do her job. And yet she was voted in by the people. This is what I heard the other mother say over here. Everybody seemed to say they have not even given her a chance.
They haven't
given her a chance. Okay. Thank you, my beautiful brother. Thank you so much. And once again, what's your name?
Bruce Jenkins.
Bruce Jenkins, I want to shake your hand, my beautiful brother, for having the courage. A lot of black men won't do it, but I thank God for you, okay? Thank you very much. Greetings. This is the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhymes. I'm out of Valdosta, Georgia. I was called yesterday afternoon to come to Meigs, Georgia. And so this morning I got up, and guess where I am? On my way to West Point by way of America's First. And now I understand I may have to go to Dawson, Georgia. But right now I'm in Meigs, and I'm about to interview the mayor in a few minutes. But I was called to this mother's house here, and I think they say she's 55 years old. And no, 75 years old. And so, no, 85 years old. She don't look it, does she? But I'm here to say to you that she had a story to tell. Now, you all know throughout South Georgia and perhaps the state of Georgia, all we hear about Meg's mayor is the fact that she had some voodoo and putting black salt around the desk somewhere. And so rather than getting the sound bites and snippets on the regular TV stations and news media, guess what? The Ghetto Free Press decided to come down here and do what we do. This 85-year-old mother, I don't know how long she's been here in Meigs. What's your name? Annie Mae Thomas. Annie Mae Thomas. And do you know the mayor?
Yes.
Will you tell us some what you think? What do you think going on here? All we heard about them is the fact that they have stripped her of her powers, that she have to go in the ways that other mayors didn't go through just to get to her office, taking away her powers, just a whole lot of stuff going on. Can you tell us a little bit more than what the news media is telling us about that situation?
That's about all I know. But I know she is I've been knowing ever since she was a child. And she's a very nice person. But to do the job if they elect her to do it, I believe she
Do you believe that she's involved with voodoo and witchcraft and putting black salt to get at people? Why are they so afraid of her if that's not the case? The papers say they're scared of her. What has she done to make them afraid?
I think that's just David.
Yeah.
Alibi, not her.
Okay, it's not her. That's alibi, you saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you think is the root of the problem? What kind of city is Meigs?
I thought it was a good city up until now. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Okay, you've been here all your life?
No, not all my life.
Okay, but the majority of your life?
Yeah.
And you have never seen nothing like this. Do you think it's because, is this the first mayor of Meigs? You've had another brother. So why do you think they would treat her like this if they've had a black mayor before?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Well, the other girl, well, she was a girl, a baby. And when they voted, she outvoted. And I think that's what I don't know.
Okay. But the main thing you want to say is that you know this mayor and you think she's a good person. That's what you want to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think she's involved in witchcraft or have no bad personality or just unfair to people? You don't know nothing about that, huh?
She's a real nice person.
Real nice
So
person.
she had the children teaching over right there
Yes.
in the school.
Yeah.
And, you know, we visit her a lot. She's very nice to people. She talks nice.
Okay. All right.
That's what I go by.
Okay, and thank you very much. Thank you. All right. This is the Ghetto Free Press.
Well, the way I feel, they keep jumping up leaving. And they keep jumping up leaving, they need to just get rid of all of them and bring some new people in there. And if London, the mayor, they should let her be involved in something. And like they were talking about filling that hole up there, over there where I stay at, is that ditch run down there. And I comes up town, I tell them about that ditch, it rolled up down and hit by the water wash, it got up to the top. And when it rained, all that water run all in my yard, all behind me is a swamp. But every time they can go fix everything else, but when I tell them about doing something, they tell me it's too wet. People from the city supposed to come down there, from Thomasville, gonna come down there and do it.
Okay, now why do you think it's so hard for citizens to get on the agenda to speak to the people that they elected into office? Why do you think, why it's so hard? The white man said, what's his name again?
Jimmy Layton.
Jimmy Layton said he done tried over and over again to get on the agenda and they won't let him on.
Now they don't want nobody to come in here and say nothing no more. Them were up there riding the boat. The same way they do London, that's the way they do it everybody else.
When I noticed that the mayor didn't give out no certificates, I thought certificates and awards and things normally is given out by the mayor. The mayor didn't even know what was going on.
See, I don't understand that. And then if you know they giving the other people more
Credit, recognition, and authority.
More credit and authority in the mayor.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that's right.
Okay, what's your name?
Mary Holtis.
Okay, what's your name, my beautiful brother?
Calvin Eason.
Calvin Eason, thank you so much. Thank you all for lending a voice to share. One other question for you. Why do you think, as hard as this situation is over here, that the local television, radio stations, and newspapers seem to not be here?
I don't know. We've been trying to figure it out too.
We thank God for Channel 10. They were here, but why is it that they seem as if though they don't want this news to get out?
Seems like they're in the same little codes together. We've been trying to get the news channel here, the newspaper, Patty Dozier, try to get her here, but she won't come when we have our council meetings or anything. But she's sure to post anything there is bad about the mayor or the mayor's family. Or she gets that on the news and she have 2 or 3 pages of that. We've had to run the longest column there been in this last paper.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, the Ghetto Free Press, George Boss Rhymes and Meigs, Georgia, doing what I do because you got a right to know. Once again, this is the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm still in Meigs. What's your name?
Margaret Nightclub.
I was here talking to you, Michael Jenkins was telling me about you. And so what do you have to say about the situation? Because all we hear in Valdosta is the fact that she put voodoo, she believes in voodoo, she put salt down. Will you tell us something about this?
I don't believe in that.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
And what do you think about Linda? How do you feel?
I feel like they treat her wrong.
Why do you feel they treating her wrong?
They ain't done damn one the other one was the mayor like they doing her. Let her take her turn. That's just the way I feel about it.
You seem a little upset about it too, don't you?
It's wrong.
Yeah. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 74. This coming Friday, I'll be 75 years old.
And have you ever seen anything? I'm hearing it on the street. People saying they never seen this before. To treat a mayor like this. They never seen it. So you are saying the same thing?
I'm saying the same thing. I never have seen this happen before.
So,
I don't know what's going on.
well, I think
Why they doing it?
yeah.
I just don't know.
I heard there's all sorts of confusion in the police department.
Somebody need to step up and need to put a stop to it.
I heard somebody said something earlier, a few minutes ago. They were talking about that you all voted this
I
mayor
voted for her.
in the office,
I
and
did.
they won't give her the opportunity.
That's true.
I just heard that, and so is that what you all saying the same thing? That she at least?
I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
And I ain't been up there to no meeting or nothing like that, but how can this here white lady go up there and Linda the mayor, how can she hire somebody and fire somebody? What do she know? And she never have been up there for, I don't know what going on.
But you just never seen nothing like this before.
His law, what they doing to her.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Anybody else have anything to say? Okay. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your courage, Mother. A lot of people won't say nothing. We as black folk, if we don't say nothing, it won't be nothing. We're going to be back where we was years ago.
Say it gonna be a meeting
Why
up there
did they fire the chief?
Well, that's something else I heard about. Somebody said something about firing the chief, the police. He was black?
Yeah.
Well, why did they got rid of him? Anybody know why they got rid of
I
him?
don't know.
But that's one of the shakeups that you all don't.
They got another black police.
They don't fire him.
They don't fire him. Well, what is they doing? They want all white already.
No, you don't mean a new. We passed that, ain't we?
We thought so.
So you all voted the mayor in.
I voted. I went up there and voted her in, and God knows it need to be so she can stay in until it's real make time for voting and see who get the most votes.
Well, I heard somebody said that she can't even go to her office or something without going around another way or something. Y'all heard that? Huh?
They got her locked out.
Yeah,
She can't go in.
How can you have the man locked out?
She locked out. She locked out. She can't go in.
How can you have that done?
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm going to interview her in a few minutes, and maybe she can tell me a little bit more. And I'll make sure that you all get a copy of this, because it's just time out for this. What we see on TV is the fact all about voodoo. They talking about voodoo and.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't even believe
No.
she believe in nothing like that.
Well, that's what another lady said a few minutes ago.
She must be the one who's saying that what Linda doing. They must be believing in something like that. They must be doing that.
Okay. All right. And once again, what's your name?
Margaret Louise Mycroft.
Mac, well, I sure thank you for being courageous. And I'm going to say this before I close this out. I'm noticing that it's mostly women that's standing up. Most of the men folks, now the black men, they ain't saying nothing. It seems like without you women, we wouldn't have nothing in our community.
They said, the woman said she's scared of the black. Well, what the men scared of did? They must be scared of the white. I ain't scared. Because I know I got to leave him one day, but I get up and I speak my piece.
All right. Well, we thank you so much. I just thought I'd put that out there because I want to commend you black women. The black men, they won't talk, for the most part. Once again, this is the Ghetto Free Press. George Boss, Ryan Valdosta, Georgia, doing what we do. But hold on, the mayor coming up after a while.
He told him to walk out, I walked out.
Get rid of you, your fast mind self.
That's why she bringing me here. That's why she bringing me here.
He must have seen his name.
That's why she bringing me here. That's why.
He seen the last name.
And they can't stop nobody from laughing. You got a right to laugh.
Can't sell down, right?
I don't know. That's why she bring them all in. That's why. No black folks. Them that don't want to do right, then you get them off there. They need to get rid of the damn thing from up here. All of them. The cops are supposed to be bringing for the they don't want to hear it. No, they don't want to hear it. They need to just get rid of it.
They need to get rid of it. Marshall don't need to be back in damn me.
They need to get rid of that woman up there.
They need to get rid of her and Renee was about to jump in there. She sure did, looking like a fried hawk.
The council member need to get rid of her and her.
By my own.
Now them council members need to get rid of that shit, man.
They need to get that shit over there.
Petition, sign petition. They don't want to leave.
Meigs ain't never been like this.
Show lane is it?
He ain't never been like that. I was born till we got these roads and trenches in here. I pay taxes. I ain't never been like this here.
I'm telling you, you ain't never been like this here. I'm born and raised here.
You ain't never been able to speak up for yourself. Every time they try to damn block. They need to just get rid of them. That's what they need to do. Me make it. All I would need to get myself on camera. You ain't do nobody take the money like she did that over there in damn food. That's why she can't get a girl up and pay the money at night.
Kill, cool, you saw kill me, but they didn't have I don't pay my water bill, nothing like that.
Yeah, I visited 4 and 2. No, sir. It was 6.
Good, man.
16. Okay, then, so what we did, we run that 16, down the road. And they hooked it up from there. That boat be a 16. Huh? See what they do.
Ready Dawn, I think last name Dawn. First name Larry, I believe.
And so that
Oh, Lord.
They know what they're doing. They need to send that woman back.
they know what they're doing.
And they need to get rid of
And Renee too.
Everything in there.
They need to, how they make her feel that?
She made it herself. She ain't never turned in her application for a job, but she won't give it to them. Even Renee. Okay, and how is they getting paid? They ain't turn their application in.
Let me see what Uncle Lady talking about.
Tell you
I tell you what, go on. We can't go back in, y'all.
This is the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhymes out of Valdosta, but I'm in Meigs, Georgia. And what I'm trying to do is to highlight what is going on over here with the mayor, Linda, her brother. Am I correct? And what happened to you at the meeting the other night, my brother?
Well, I just asked a question, and at the time I asked the question, 5 minutes later, I laughed, and then the police come start kicking me out of the meeting.
Okay. And were you given this document, something, this is heard, but was you given a document like this?
I was given a document just like this.
Okay, and is it not labeled at the top, Meigs Police Department, and subparagraph, trespass warning?
Yes.
Okay, hold your point right there. did you receive one of these as well?
Yes, I did.
When was yours issued?
Mine was issued about 3 o'clock that afternoon. Well, actually about 1 o'clock that afternoon. After I went in, looking at the bills just like the other council members were doing, but I gave the council member time to look at the bills, and I was questioning the Councilman LaVon Gassett about the training that we were in, and they tried to trigger me and make me raise my voice. I guess I have to speak with a soft tone at all times, unless, or either they'll consider it hostile.
So what did this piece of paper mean to you? What restrictions did it place on you?
They told me that I couldn't come to 2013 or 1006 East Depot Street, and that's the city hall.
So this, if it's legal, then this is the legal document that would accompany your trespass warning. Am I correct?
Yes.
If this restricted you, would not this be the document that restricted you?
Yes.
And did they let you back in the meeting, or did they tell you that you could not go back in the meeting?
They told me I couldn't go on.
Okay, that means that
if I went on city property, I'll be arrested
for violating
the trespass.
Thank you very much. Now, I am in Meigs, Georgia. I am from Valdosta, but I am in the state of Georgia, and I am in the United States of America in God's world. Now, you have just heard what they said. Did you not? Secretary of State Brian P. Kemp, Georgia Attorney General, the state of Governor Nathan Deal, Eric Holder of the Justice Department. Did you not just hear him and her? Now, if you heard them, have I not been saying to you all for over 300 days that the Lowndes County Sheriff Prine put me under a criminal trespass? Yet they didn't give me this form. They didn't give me nothing look like this form. They didn't give me a damn thing. And I have said to you all over and over again that as a retired military veteran, it is disgraceful to all active duty members that wear the uniform. And if they did this to me because I recorded what I record and following the death of Kendrick Johnson at Lowndes County High School, which I'm going to continue to record, why haven't somebody said something to me about my constitutional rights being denied? Not in Russia, not in China, not in Afghanistan or Pakistan or any other third world communist nation. But let me say one other thing before I close. Now, do you all believe me? I told you that many of our boys and girls in the black community have been given these damn things, and they hadn't violated no law. And then y'all say we black folks are criminals. Poor white folks are criminals. It's not that they are criminals, it's that you have another agenda. But God, through his love and his power, just let me connect up with these two people. They're not the only ones. There are others in Valdosta that has been given a criminal trespass, but they didn't get this document. Now, Governor Nathan Deal, Eric Holden, Georgia Attorney General, may I ask you an intelligent question? May I ask you an intelligent question? How can Thomas County have this document for the people they give a trespass 1 and 2, but Lowndes County, Georgia, don't have it, or they didn't give it to me, and others they didn't give it to? So is Georgia a state of laws, or is it that they just do what they want to do based on the Dred Scott decision of 1857 that was approved by the United States Supreme Court, which said that no black man had any rights that a white man had to respect? And they returned Dred Scott. Dred Scott was not a slave, but they put that Negro right back under slave under that law. Is that what you all trying to do again? Oh, it's not going to work. Look here, we in Meigs, Georgia. The battle had just begun. I just got out of a meeting. I was called over here, and here I am. The Ghetto Free Press, I'm pressing it to the minds of the people, because ignorance will destroy us, but information can save us. My beautiful brother, keep on in the fight, my beautiful brother. You said you was a man among men. You proved that last night by not getting Rudy after they had given you this, and it's recorded. The whole world is going to see what you did to get this trespass warning. And it wasn't nothing because there was other people in the audience who made more noise than you, my brother.
Right.
And Jesus said in Galatians 6 and 7, for God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap. And St. John 8:32 says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set and make you free. Keep living truth, brother. You'll be set free. And without truth, there can be no freedom. My beautiful mayor, my beautiful black angel, God bless you. Thank you so much. And one day, the God of our salvation will make you victorious because it is written. And as it is written, so shall it be done.
Amen.
And all the church would say, hey! Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. This is the Ghetto Free Press.
This is the Ghetto Free Press. I just thought I'd get a copy. There's no social securities or names or nothing on this other social security. But this is a Meigs Police Department trespass warning. And it is very strange because I'm told one person say they signed it, another person say they didn't sign it. Who in the hell know what's going on here? But once again, I told y'all, this is the state of Georgia. People make laws and they abolish them when they get ready. You elect the mayor and then they tell you, they say, you ain't really the mayor, you just a play mayor. Well, y'all, we better wake up in the state of Georgia. You better wake up, y'all. Once again, the Ghetto Free Press, doing what we do, because this is your right to know. And what if your child picked up for trespass warning, taken to the Lowndes County Jail? Bye-bye.
My signature's not nowhere.
It ain't.
Mother, what would you just tell me about the police talking about?
He stopped in front of my house.
He who?
The young police. I don't know no police name.
But he's a city police or county police?
City police.
And what you say he told you?
He knocked on my door.
Uh-huh.
I told him, I said, come on in. I ain't know who he was.
Uh-huh.
So he knocked again. I said, come on in. The door ain't locked.
Mm-hmm.
He come on in. He said, hey, you own this here? I said, I sure do.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, I come to tell you I'm getting too many complaints about all the cars lined up in the middle of the road in front of your house. I said, well, that's not none of my problem. Because when people be to my house, they be parked on the other side of the road. Well, I'm not trying to be so mean. That's what he said. But I just want you to let them know I'm going to start right now ticket for them being parked in front of your house.
That's what the police said.
That's what he told me, and I tell him he told me this.
Now, if he told you that, and I just rolled up here, will somebody do me a favor? Step on the other side of that sign and see that sign say no parking.
Nope.
If there's no sign saying no parking, I'm parked over here. I don't see how they would make that statement.
Well, he said we're in the middle of the road. But one day they said the school bus.
He said 25 miles per hour.
The school bus come by, and there were two more vehicles parked in the road. She just had to sit here until they pull off.
Okay.
But see, that still ain't none of my problem.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's not none of my problem.
But that was comment was made to you. The police made those comments to you.
To me.
And you had nothing to do with it. Okay.
It had nothing to do
Thank you. Thank you so much. And once again, I want to thank you for your courage. As I said before, I don't know what's wrong with us black folk, but we scared to talk now.
I don't know either.
I guess they on probation or something. They're scared the police gonna get them or something.
You might as well go ahead and say what you gonna say, because they gonna do what they want to do to you.
They're gonna do it anyway, huh?
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Do it anyway.
Thank you very much.